You're all wearing somebody's tartan kilt. Now, one of you told Kim that you didn't have the paraphernalia for this. Which one of us was that? Kim, who was it? Who? Because somebody said they didn't have all the wiring for the sporn.
You got it.
Well, I know, it was inside. They gave it to me, and I opened it up, and I said, and this is why I call you meatheads.
I gave it to the expert.
Oh, you mean Kim?
No, I was like, did it train?
Stevie didn't find it either?
Did not.
Okay. That's right, old timer. Keep your legs crossed.
That's a good thing.
Well, it depends where you are. You know, since you married the girl that you met in school, right?
Yeah.
You met. Well, you deserve some respect, so I'm not going to slag you off about that. So, but normally that's not the person to marry, for all the reasons that I've given you ad nauseum. And it's not that I'm against the institution of marriage. Sally and I have been married 6 times. 6. And twice the poles, North Pole, South Pole, so we're bipolar, amongst other things. And I'm going to the drink tonight. I'm going to toast, other than your success and ripping their heads off and shitting down their neck, is that those of you that have significant others, that they really do support you. That's not my experience. And I've only been doing it 25 years, short a few weeks, and I've only been doing it 50 years. But that's a Disneyland ending. But I'm going to drink to that for the first time in my 25-year experience that I'm wrong about that. But for those of you that are willing to make the sacrifices, you've heard the 4 or 5 stories, and they're all the same. It's dead simple. Follow the steps. It's simple. Nobody said it was easy, though. And whenever we do a webinar, I pray to God that none of the kids say it's easy. Because for some of the kids, it is easier. Easier, not easy. Because we don't want to lead people astray. And but it is. It's pretty fucking simple. Now, the big guys that I alluded to would say, well, if Peña figured out the system, it must be fucking simple. Now, I know you don't look at me that way, but there are people on the planet, one of which, President of the United States, I trying to teach people, stupid people, how to get rich. Now, that really says it all. I mean, really, if you want to think about it, because most people aren't attuned, like the Jobs and the Gates and the Buffetts and myself and the current United States president. We think it's relatively simple. And when in rolling up companies, which virtually all the big companies are a product of a roll-up of some sort or fashion, is pretty simple. And as long as you keep private equity out, now there's a time for private equity, but I don't even teach that, because if I taught that, you'd fucking go running like, you know, a dog for a fire hydrant to piss on, and you'd run and get it. But when you're talking in the billions, in huge, huge, huge deals, there is a time for private equity. But the time I want you to go to private equity is if you sell to them, because you can't sell on an IPO. Let them be the industry expert that takes you out and makes you wealthy. And then you go on and do it again and again and again. Here's to you. Go out, and I want you to run towards the gunfire and kill every fucking one of them. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.